The simplest approach to start this list would be to say something like everyone's favorite pastime, theme parks. However, what if your theme park concealed a haunting secret? And at number 10, aside from spooky clowns, one of the mainstays of a horror film carnival is the peculiar calliope music connected to carousels. The fact that certain carousels have been in existence for a whole century is not helpful. One such carousel is the Antique Carousel, constructed in Daa Park in Allentown, Pennsylvania by the Dentzel Carousel Company in 1921. But the carousel offers more than simply daytime entertainment for visitors to Daa Park. Legend has it that after midnight, when eerie music plays, one can spot a white-dressed ghost riding the antique carousel. Some people even assert that the ghost is none other than Daniel Muller's famous wife, the carousel's architect. If the traditions are to be true, Mrs. Muller became obsessed even after the burial, since he carved a horse especially for her. If you enjoy short, scary, or just plain weird stories, why not like and subscribe to our channel? And number 9. Universal Studios is a Hollywood-themed vacation destination that is situated in sunny Los Angeles, California. Additionally, the grounds where the park now stands were initially utilized while silent films were still widely watched, even though the original park, known as the Visitors Entertainment Center, was constructed in 1965. It's reasonable to assume that Universal Studios has a good number of ghosts, given its illustrious past. There are reports that the apparition of Lon Chaney's spirit appears costumed like the Phantom of the Opera. Furthermore, some people assert that they have seen the ghost of an aviator, which might just as easily be the ghost of a guy who died in 1915 after falling from a plane. The appropriately named Terror Tram Halloween attraction even leaves after-hours employees shaking in fear, with tales of ghostly children giggling and footsteps coming from nowhere. Number 8. The next theme park to be labeled as abandoned will be the first on the list, Gullivers Kingdom. Theme park, which was formerly situated close to Mount Fuji Kawaguchi-machi in Japan, was barely operational for 4 years before it was shut down and abandoned to the elements in 2001. But in 2007, all of the abandoned buildings were demolished. Though eerie-looking remains do not constitute a haunting, one of the more unsettling remnants is a 150-foot, 45-meter-long statue of Gulliver himself, tethered to the ground and withering away. Urban explorers did record strange sounds of laughter and forms moving out of shadows during the brief 6 years of ruin. Not for nothing, the deserted park is located directly adjacent to Aokigahara, the notorious suicide forest in Japan. Number 7. Great Adventure was a theme park constructed in the vicinity of Jackson, New Jersey in 1972. It was acquired by Six Flags in 1977. Despite being one of the most profitable parks in the Six Flags network, the park has traditionally suffered from a number of unfavorable events. The most notable incident occurred in 1984, when 8 teens lost their lives in a devastating fire at the Haunted House attraction. The Autobahn bumper cars, an attraction that occupied the recently empty lot, has seen some unexplained activity, despite having long since been demolished. Workers report hearing strange clicking sounds, laughter, and disembodied discussion after work. Another claim is that they have seen strange things out of the corner of their eyes. And number 6. Staying with Six Flags and formerly a member of the Six Flags network, this theme park may be among the most notoriously abandoned. However, Six Flags New Orleans, a theme park in Louisiana, had to permanently close in August 2005 due to severe flooding brought on by the disastrous Hurricane Katrina. The park has never been reopened, and even with constant police presence, urban explorers managed to get past the fences and return with terrifying ghost stories. While fire ants and deadly snakes afflict trespassers far more frequently than paranormal activity, some describe hearing strange noises like children laughing or a motor starting. which shouldn't be feasible in a park disconnected from the electricity grid. Similar to numerous other parks on this list, adventurers frequently notice dark shapes out of the corner of their eyes. Number 5. One of the more recent parks on this list is the next entry. Though it took until 1972 to complete its construction, Kings Island, which is located close to Cincinnati, Ohio, borrowed many of its rides from neighboring Coney Island after the latter closed down of concern over flooding. However, unlike Coney Island, Kings Island erred by constructing too close to a cemetery from the 19th century. A small girl wearing blue clothing from the 19th century is allegedly seen by some witnesses wandering the parking lot before she vanishes. Some report seeing a white-clad youngster wandering about close to Racer, the wooden coaster. This led to the boy being given the hastily coined nickname, Racer Boy. In fact, some riders swear they saw him stalk the tunnels before he vanished as soon as the ride's trains made contact. Number 4. The next park on our list is located close to Daa, Belgium. Daa Park was constructed in 1950 with a strong religious theme by a priest named Gaston de Weyer to attract tourists who were visiting a nearby basilica. However, after a terrible tragedy in which a small kid lost his arm, the park had to close its doors in 2002. But Daa Park's ruins were more easier to explore than Six Flags New Orleans, and inebriated youths would frequently stalk the abandoned site. But many paranormal investigators claim that it wasn't just the teenagers that were haunting it. While strange noises and shadows make up the majority of the spectral offerings, people equipped with sensors have reported hearing disembodied voices and electromagnetic fields, if such technology is to be believed. Number 3. One of the most popular theme parks in the country is Cedar Point, which is situated on a peninsula not far from Sandusky, Ohio. The magnificent views of the peninsula, framed by Lake Erie, truly breathtaking, which is why the Hotel Breakers, a historic building, was constructed in 1905. Still, the hotel has a reputation for being haunted. Many people report hearing footsteps and eerie sobbing there. Even in room 169, where poltergeist activity has been reported, there is a legend of a heartbroken woman named Mary hanging herself. In addition, there have been rumors of a lady in white associated with the previously stated antique carousel at Dorney Park during its time at Cedar Point. But according to other accounts, the same figure also haunts the Midway Carousel, which is located near the front of the park and was also carved by Daniel Muller. Number 2. It should come as no surprise that the original Californian version should rank top, if the Floridian Disney Park occupies the penultimate spot on this ranking. The list of ghostly Disney experiences grows with a 16-year-old history and a spot in Anaheim that Walt Disney himself visited. The most famous tale centers on the appearance of a young child inside the obvious Haunted Mansion attraction. According to legend, a mother uncomfortably frequently spilled her son's ashes on the ride at the Haunted Mansion. A red-haired man is frequently seen in the Space Mountain line. He even engages park visitors in conversation before vanishing on the roller coaster right in front of them. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Is this a ghost caught on camera, or is it a simple trick of light? Well done if you made it this far. We've arrived at our final destination, number 1. The crown jewel of theme parks, Disney World, is the last item on this list. Although it was founded in 1971, this complex of 4 theme parks, 2 water parks, and many resort facilities is likely to attract urban legends given its moniker, which is as well known as Disney. The resort spans 39 square miles of land. Numerous ghost stories may be found at Disney World, including the story of a maintenance worker who is said to be hiding in the Pirates of Caribbean ride. And then there's the haunting, eerie apparitions in the closed River Country water park. Many poltergeist incidents at Disney's Hollywood Studios Tower of Terror are said to be caused by either the haunting dummy puppet located at the end of the ride or a deceased bellhop cast member. So we've reached the end of this roller coaster ride of hauntings. Which was your favorite? Is there any truth in these stories? Have you ever experienced anything weird at a theme park? Drop a comment and let us know. Until next time, bye.